Verse by verse meditations. Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 20. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him. The animal kingdom is a very fascinating kingdom. In fact, between 1963 and 1988, there was a very popular television show called Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom that focused on animals and their behavior. Very popular show. But let us be very clear. Man is distinctly different from the animal kingdom. We can train animals to do things, but it is impossible for animals to have fellowship with us. Do you know where the confusion comes in? Very often we encounter people that actually behave like animals, but that doesn't mean they're animals. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 21 says, Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? This is very indicative of how man and the animals were created. The animals were created out of the earth, but man did not receive his life form until the Lord breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. We came from God. The animals came from the ground. I've heard it say that animals do not look up into the heavens, but I know that man does. Man has been studying astronomy ever since he was born or was created. Whenever we are lost, we look toward the place from which we came. So we look up. The Lord Jesus Christ would say to his disciples, and he was speaking in reference to the last days, and these are the days in which we now live. In Luke chapter 21 and verse 28. And he says, And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.